the Atrahasis. Tablet 3. Previously, in our epic journey through the Atrahasis myth, humanity faced devastating challenges. First, a plague sent by Enlil was lifted through the wisdom of Atrahasis and the guidance of Enki. Then, a great drought threatened their survival, but once again, sacrifices and prayers appeased the gods, bringing rain and relief. Despite these trials, the balance between the gods and humanity remained fragile. Years passed, and humanity once again flourished. The earth was vibrant with life, and the cities buzzed with activity. Yet, as the human population grew, so did their noise and clamor, disturbing the heavens. Enlil, ever watchful and increasingly irate, saw that the previous measures had only temporarily reduced the human numbers. Determined to find a permanent solution, Enlil called upon the divine council once more.
The noise of humanity has reached unbearable levels. Our previous attempts have failed. This time we must take decisive action to restore order.
The gods listened, each weighing the gravity of Enlil's words. After intense deliberation, they resolved to send a great flood, a deluge so powerful that it would cleanse the earth of the overabundant human population. This decision was met with a mix of resolve and sorrow, for it meant the destruction of many lives. Enki, the wise and compassionate god, could not openly defy the council's decision, yet he could not bear to see humanity completely annihilated. With a heavy heart, he devised a plan to save a remnant of mankind. In the dead of night, Enki visited Atrahasis in a dream, speaking to him with urgency and clarity.
Atrahasis, my faithful one,
Enki whispered.
The gods have decided to send a great flood to cleanse the earth. You must act swiftly. Build a great boat, a vessel that can withstand the waters. Take with you your family and pairs of every animal. Preserve life, for the flood will come soon.
Atrahasis awoke, his mind racing with Enki's instructions. Without hesitation, he began to gather materials and craftsmen. He explained the divine message to his family and those who would help him. Together, they worked tirelessly, constructing a massive boat, sealing it with bitumen to ensure its watertightness. Days turned into nights, and the boat took shape, a testament to human ingenuity and divine guidance. Atrahasis and his helpers loaded it with provisions, animals of every kind, and his family. The sky grew darker, heavy with the promise of impending doom. Then the rains began. At first, they fell gently, but soon the heavens unleashed their fury. Torrential downpours turned into a relentless deluge. Rivers overflowed and the sea surged, swallowing the land. The roar of the water was deafening, and the world was engulfed in chaos. Atrahasis and his companions took refuge in the boat, closing the door behind them. The vessel was lifted by the swelling waters, tossed by the waves but remaining afloat. Outside, the floodwaters rose higher, submerging mountains and sweeping away all in their path. The cries of those left behind echoed and then were silenced by the relentless storm. For 7 days and 7 nights, the flood raged. The boat, guided by Enki's unseen hand, drifted upon the endless sea. Inside, the passengers held on to hope, sustained by their faith in Enki's promise. On the 8th day, the storm abated, and the waters began to recede. Atrahasis cautiously opened a window, releasing a dove to seek dry land. The dove returned, finding no place to rest. He waited and then released a swallow, which also returned. Finally, he sent out a raven, which did not return, signaling that the waters had receded enough to find dry land. The boat came to rest upon a mountaintop, and Atrahasis and his family emerged, their eyes filled with wonder and gratitude. They stood on the renewed earth, a symbol of survival and hope. Atrahasis built an altar and offered sacrifices to the gods, thanking them for their mercy and protection. The aroma of the sacrifices reached the heavens, and the gods, gathering around, were moved by the sight of the survivors. Enlil, seeing the devotion of Atrahasis and the perseverance of humanity, felt a mixture of relief and regret. Enki stepped forward, addressing the council.
We must ensure that this balance is maintained without resorting to such drastic measures again. Let us introduce ways to control human population and teach them to live in harmony with the earth.
To keep the balance, Enki came up with a plan that was both clever and compassionate. He decided to introduce mortality, setting a limit on how long humans could live. Instead of living forever, people would now have a maximum lifespan of 120 years. This way, no one could live indefinitely, and the population would naturally control itself over time. But Enki didn't stop there. He also made sure that not every pregnancy would result in a birth by creating natural checks on fertility. There would be periods of barrenness to prevent overpopulation. Enki even set up periods of famine and disease to act as natural regulators, reducing the population periodically. Beyond these measures, Enki knew it was crucial for humans to live in harmony with nature. He taught them to respect and preserve the Earth's resources, encouraging sustainable practices and a deep respect for the land. By doing so, Enki ensured that humanity could coexist peacefully with the natural world, maintaining a delicate balance between man and nature. The gods agreed, establishing these new laws and natural checks on human life. Thus, a new balance was struck, one that acknowledged the resilience and value of humanity. As Atrahasis and his family began to rebuild their lives, they carried with them the wisdom and lessons of the past. Their story would be passed down through generations, a beacon of hope and a reminder of the enduring bond between gods and men. And so, life continued, with humanity ever mindful of their place in the world and the gods ever watchful, maintaining the fragile balance of existence.
By my own deliberate choice and to my own hurt, I listened to their noise. My offspring have become like flies around me, and I, like a dweller in a house of lamentation. My crying has ceased,